Trackblazer is coming to global in just a couple weeks, and I wouldn't want my dearest viewers to be left in the dark about this scenario, about how to play it and what happens in it. So I just got on the Japanese server right now, and I'm just going to do basically one playthrough, one career run, and show you guys the basics of how it works. I just got this Narita Bride, might as well play her for the first time. I had some legacies in. Just thought of them real quick. This is kind of going to be a bit of a yap sesh video, just because career runs are going to take a while. I'm not going to have, I don't know, the most interesting thing to say the whole time. But starting off cards, you may say this is better than what you have in global. I don't know if that's true or not. I won't even care because this is more of a informative video than, you know, I'll use this. This is basically a global deck. Zamadai card out obviously isn't out yet, but it doesn't have any training effectiveness. It's 1 LV. This is probably worse than your average deck in global for make a new check. As long as you have race bonus, you'll be fine. I don't know. I'll just pick this thing. And we'll head out with this. So basically, making track, if you can, you want to be able to run mild, medium, and long, just because G1s give you more stats, more skill points, and you want to run more G1s, right? So the more of these you're able to run, the better. If you can't run all of them, that's fine. Make sure you could run 2 of them at least. If you're like a current Chan, that's going to be a bit rough on you. Now, the first thing you should do when you start your run is probably just set your schedule so that you don't forget about the important race turns. So I'll give you a moment to see what's wrong here, as if you don't notice already, there's no goal races. Well, I guess they don't show up until you beat the debut to begin with, but there aren't any goal races, basically. There's no events or anything like that. All of the events you get by beating races aren't in the game either. So Mayano Top Gun, for instance, he has a event where she has to run all the running stuff. Actually, that one might still be in the game. I might be crazy. But Mijiro Arden has an event where if she runs 2 races in a row, she'll get like debuffs. She has glass legs or something. That's gone. What is her name? Taiki Shuttle has an event where she beats certain like medium races, maybe a long race or something, and she gets head on. That is not in the game. Those types of you have to beat certain races events are gone. So keep that in mind here. And you could go through and set every single race like this one by one, and that's what you should do the first time around. But if you don't know, there's this handy little thing you could have here. You just save your schedule into there, and you could load them up. And bam, I have my whole schedule loaded up. And the beginning of the run is going to be the same as you kept the same as your A. You're just gonna want to get those bonds up before you start training. Obviously, you won't be able to max them all out, but you're going to want to get some bonds up. You want to get some clicks on your training facility, so you may be at level 2 in a few of them. And there is going to be a wow, look at this training. There is going to be a item which you can buy in the shop later. I'll show you when it comes up, but it's going to give you +5 bond to all of your supports. So if you can, make sure to keep your bonds kind of even across the board, just so that way you're not running into a situation where you need a lot of bond for one way to get them up. You have to click them a lot, and you'll have to buy a lot of extra of that item in order to get it. And as always, you kind of want to be abusing wit in order to keep your energy up, because you get more clicks for bonds if your energy is always near 100. You don't have to rest. As for if wit cards are actually that great making you track, I don't really think so, because the main attraction of wit cards is not actually the wit stat, it's that you recover energy while training a stat. And you're not going to be doing that much training in this scenario. Actually, there's going to be ways you can not actually care about energy, you could ignore energy a bit. So, wit cards, I think you're probably going to run 1 rather than a Unity Cup where 2 wit, 3 wit is good. I just got Night Owl. Wow. This is already not a good start, I guess. I tried to do another one earlier, it was the most unlucky one ever, but this one isn't too bad. We'll see how it goes. I made my bonds up. I got a decent amount of bonds, so I'm not unhappy with that. Not unhappy with that at all. Now, I believe, there's a Brian, you're a front, and your pace, and later your long and final leg. Well, what does this mean? Okay, so you can be either, right? So I don't care too much. Sure, you're gonna want to kind of... Normally in Unity what you do is you save your skill points towards the end, so you know what to buy if you get hints or whatever. You're gonna want to win these races, so I think it's worth it to start buying skills, basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and just run as a pace chaser. Just because pace chaser front are a bit more consistent, because you don't have to rely on breaking past enemies because you might get blocked sometimes. We got our first run, you can see, 100 coins, and 10 grade points. And of course we get a ton of stats. And the race bonus you're gonna want a lot of race bonus. And the reason for that is not actually the shop coins or the points. I've seen a bit of a misconception about that. Every race will always give you 100 coins. Does G1 give you 100 coins? G3 will give you 100 coins. G2 will give you 100 coins. The reason you want race bonus is because you'll be racing so much that the stats and the skill points they get will add up really quickly the more race bonus you have. And I might be wrong in this, but I believe that, at least in Unity Cup, the G2s give the same amount of stats and skill points as G3s. So unless this is changed in the Trackblazer, you're going to be able to run G3s instead of G2s, and it'll just be a little bit safer. And I might be wrong on this, but if the mechanics are a bit off, you know, tell me. My motion needs a bit of help here. See what I mean? I might have to start clicking here a bit more. And I will take this for sure. Long dice, great offense. Let's see if we can find fine motion. Do you take the 3 bond or do you take the fine motion going up? I'll take this because I might get a speed facility up. And right before the races, unless I really want to click this, normally you should rest. I think resting might even be the play here. But my fine motion is so low on friendship, I think I'm going to click it. Yeah, I'm going to take that gamble that maybe I get energy sharp. Is that? Did I just get fast learner? Did I just get fast learner? I think I did. Yeah, this should not be 81. This should be 90. Oh, okay. Sure, I guess I'll take that. Now, let's look into the shop before we do a race. There's going to be a bunch of items. Whenever we see something new, I'll tell you what it does. But I don't know all of them off the top of my head enough to recite them. But when I see them, I'll tell you. You should get them or not. First of all, there's going to be these stat books. You're going to want to get these normally, pretty much always. They're just free stats. They don't cost a lot of coins. Except for one option that's going to be the notepad. You're going to want to get the books and the scrolls. But the notepads are just bad costs efficiency. Also, this is like a great shop, by the way. Free energy, you want that. And we're going to get this Horseshoe Hammer later. This one's a gold, you can see. Gold Hammer. This is plus 35 race bonus. You want all of these for sure. You want to save the gold ones, at least 3 of them, for the sort of URA finale towards the ends. Because you're just going to get a lot of extra stats from that. But if you get extra, that's great. Use them on G1s. And there's also lesser versions, silver versions. Also buy those, use those on G1s. Let's do a race right here. Hopefully you win this. And there's also one more item in there, the Megaphone, which basically boosts your training for a specific amount of turns. The one in there was 40% for 3 turns. It's fine, The one you're going to want the most is the biggest one, the 60%, I believe, for 2 turns, because that's going to give you those big turns. And what you're going to want to do basically every turn is you're going to want to check your tradings, check the shop, and check the races, last of all. Unless you just don't want to race that turn. Like, I don't really want to do 3 in a row. You can do 3 in a row, because there's going to be items that help you mitigate the mood downs, but we'll go over those a bit later. Take this, take this, take this, and no, this is the 20% for 4 turns. You don't really want this. This is kind of pointless. And there's this max energy, and it also gives you, I think, 4 energy. It's a bigger one, which is max energy 8, but it gives you no energy. Don't really buy these unless you're really stacked on money. Like, it's 30 coins for this. That's not really worth it. Or something that's not going to help you, because max energy isn't too important. No. I have nothing else to do here. I could use both of my energy items to try to gamble here, but I'm just going to rest. I get a mood down. That's okay. You don't want to immediately go and try to fix your moods like you do in other ones, because you're going to be running. You might get the reporter give you a free mood up, and you're going to want to save these mood up items for when you actually want to do a good. You want to do a good training. Now here's the mid-tier megaphone. It's decent, 40% for 3 turns. It's fine if you have a couple of these handy because you run out of the big ones. These notepads, I said don't buy these, especially with, it's not quite worth it. Now the speed ankle weight, there's one for every stat except wit. This, like it says, it'll give you increased training effectiveness for 1 turn, but it makes you use extra energy. It's kind of like a burst. Think of it like that. And there's also these items that heal. This heals Slacker, this heals the Skin Outbreak. I don't really care about those. This is the Director's Friendship item. I also don't really care about that. Hopefully you win this, and you saw right there, there's a rival race versus air group here. And what happens when you win a rival race is it gives you a skill based on either the style that you run or the distance of the track. You ran a mile race as a pace chaser, so we're going to get a skill for one of those. Or we could get a generic one too, not sure. Or we get stats too. I forgot about that. You could also just get stats from the director. Shop, Bootcamp Megaphone, this is the good one. Stamina weight, I think I'll take one of those. I have a Super Creek. We haven't been getting any of our bond items, unfortunately. We'll have to take this race here, though. And Narita Bryan, thankfully, has not been losing me these early races, unlike a certain Kitas on Black. And I'll take this energy here. Now, I really do want to get enough energy to click this, because this will help my bonds a lot. And is it worth it? Let's see, at plus 40, I'll be at 61, I'll be in the safe zone. Is it worth it? Debatable. I think it is, maybe it's not. This is for you to decide when you do your runs. You just need to know how it goes. Because this is a hint, so it's giving me extra friendship there. And I will take the skill points. First thing I'll do is I'll grab a few other skills. I'll get this long only. I'll just pick up the unique skills, I suppose. I don't know really what they do. I'm not a big super JP head, so I might be playing this wrong. I'll do the rival race instead of the scheduled medium, because I could get a skill. Here we beat Marcinski there. And we get a skill there for opening move. Now, I think I'm just going to do the 3 races in a row. What I forgot to mention is, what I heard from someone else is that doing a extra race on the New Year's, basically, will not actually have a chance to give you a negative effect. So doing 3 races in a row, if the last one is on late December, you will never get a move down or anything for that, so we'll see if that's true right now. I have a lot of coins and a lot of stuff is running out, so I might as well just get this and get this. Just because I have so many extra coins, I'll use this and see how little her bond is. It's only 10 coins, but this is an item you just don't want to see because it's kind of a waste of a slot. Hopefully we win this right here. G1s are kind of important, they give you a lot of stats. Great. And we get a nice item added to the shop right there. The horseshoe hammer, that's the silver ones, and we'll be able to use that one sort of right away on these G1s coming up. And you may have noticed I got a unique upgrade early. I don't actually know the thresholds to get the upgrades. They don't matter too much though. So go to the shop, barbecue set, we want that. Power, we want that. Barbecue set, we want that. Hammer. Oh, there's 2 different books to give me practice perfect. I don't care about that too much. And this reset whistle, this is great. You want this. This will help you in summer a lot because this shuffles your support. So if you don't have a good rainbow, it'll give you one. So use this and we'll see. I'm orange in 3 of them and I'm almost orange in the next 2. Fine motion is 2 off. The other 2 are 1 off basically. Now, I'm just gonna rest here. There's nothing else I could do. I need that energy. Now, I could do... No, I'm not gonna do an LP. I have a lot of coins saved up. I'm probably just going to get my wit training here. Get 1 more bond up. And we have another race here. The reason you check your training, see, I think this is better than doing the race. Because 1, I'm not losing energy, 2, I'm getting fine motion bond, and 3, it's just a G3. It's okay. For the shop, anything that I want. No, nothing really changed. I'm gonna do this, try to get my bond up. And this, I'm also really considering. Is there anything I can do this turn? Nope. I'll just do this. And it's kind of a bit of a freeform scenario you can choose based on the run. Everyone's going to be a bit different. Based on your luck with trainings and stuff. But it is going to be a bit monotonous. That's my only kind of gripe with this scenario is... everyone is kind of... ooh. Do I just take this? Was there anything new in the shop? No. Now, I could take this and give me 20% extra training. I think I probably want to save these and just maybe do that because it's so cheap. Normally you don't want to buy this item, but again, I have 205 coins, I have some G1s coming up. And I'm about to do a decent wit turn. With a double rainbow. And if I didn't get a double rainbow here, I'd have just raced, right? And I could just race next turn. It's fine. What's this? Oh, so this is the Nakayama Festa skill. I still have increased training. Does it matter for this turn? No. I'm just going to race right here, this G2. My coin stockpile is starting to run a bit low. I also want some stats and some shop items. And in terms of G1s versus trainings, I believe a G1 is worth around like 50 or 60 stat points, so just think about it like that. Because you're getting skill points too, you're getting other stuff, you're getting coins. And I'll get my nice inheritance here. Your inheritance won't be this great because this is a JP inheritance, but as far as the amount of points you get your rating in the end of the run, I found it very, very easy to get S rank, and I don't have a good deck. I don't play this scenario too much either. I also don't consider myself particularly lucky. I think if you have a really good deck in Global, you can get UG rank if you're a whale that normally gets like SS. And if you're just a free to play, I think you get S ranks in this. No. Heal all, I like this item. I like just having 1 to 2 on handy. Just gets rid of all your debuffs, obviously. This. I'll probably get this later. This will boost the stamina training level by 1, which is decent to have. Not always worth it to get these things because your most of the training you're going to do is during the summer camp. Typically the speed is only when you care about that much, but they're still fun. In fact, I might hold off just so that if I do get a good stamina training next turn, I can actually buy that and use it immediately. I'm also going to get Breakaway Prep. This is an insanely good skill. I'm not sure when it'll come out in... Not sure when it'll come out in Global. Dynamic Motion, there's a lot of mediums upcoming. And I probably should use my Silver Horseshoe on this. I could use it on the next one though. I'm gonna move down. Okay. There's a stamina training. Is it good enough to use my things on? Not really, I don't think so. I also don't have any mood up items. So I think I'm gonna buy this, and I'm just going to Recreation here. Because what else am I gonna do? Is this going to help me that much? No. I don't think this is helping me much at all. This 21 stamina. Might be a bit of a throw. Maybe not. Oh, we got the claw machine. I know a guy that's really been struggling to get this. I guess we get our claw machine guide right in the middle. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to identify your target, and you're going to want to get a perfect grab on them, like so, because I'm an expert. You know, if they fall off, then... Okay, 1 fell off, but surely 2 don't fall off, right? 2 fall off. But you need at least 1. See, I'm an expert. I know you only need 1. That's why I just went for 1. There's going to be a big one here. Just go for the big ones. It's safe. Not safe, but it's safer. They're worth about, I think, 2. Never mind. I'm awful. I'm the worst player. But we can just get 3 off this Orion plush right here. There's 2 hanging on below. A big one? Okay, okay. This minigame's impossible, and you shouldn't play. You should try to avoid it whenever you can. Shenanigans out of the way, we could actually get back to make a new track now. What is this? Sure. I already have Fast Learner, I guess. Chick trainings. Neither of these are good enough to warrant not running a G1. I'm going to use my Silver Horseshoe. I have 2 actually. So I could use 1 on the Derby coming up. And the little hammer just give you some more race bonus. I don't know what else to say about it. Check trainings. Just the 1 rainbow. Not worth it. Anything in here? Nope. We actually have kind of a huge excess of coins. I'm going to use another... Horseshoe, we have 3 goals, by the way, so if we see more goals, we can start using them on G1s. So always keep those in mind. What's important in this scenario is just not to get lazy and lose your discipline. We lose this, but I get to show you a feature that's almost certainly coming. Because there's no goal races, you're going to be able to use your clock on anything you want. And we might also get this, you could learn skills between. And go ahead and get head on, because it's just a good skill. And we could go ahead and retry any race. You're going to want to use these on the G1 for sure. On the G2s, never, nope. And we keep getting brutally race-mogged by Rudolph here. What is going on? Am I going to have to give this one up? We get it eventually. Brian pulling a bit of a diss on black there. Wins by 6 lengths now. Thankfully, which gets us our derby win. We get 2 items in the shop. There's a really good one here I'm going to show you guys. Always buy this. Unless you just have a huge stockpile of them. Training failed at 0% means you can just keep using these when you're at 0 energy, not have to use any energy items. And you're just getting free training basically for no cost. These are good. I might just... Is there still a stamina training position? Yeah, I'll get this. I'll activate that right away. And I'm just trying to think, do I get a second... Oh, there's no second stamina weight. Okay. So I'll use this energy up, go to 60. Now I don't want to use my 60% for this, I'll use this because it'll also extend into the first turn of summer. And then I'll use the stamina ankle. And you see this is a ton, this is 49 stamina off of just 1 rainbow. And summer camp is going to be when you're going to want to use these items normally, because you have those level 5 trainings, obviously. There's no G1s during summer camp to run either way. So that's when you're going to want to rely on your whistles, to actually just, when you do these good stat turns. This. Ooh, this is a great chop refresh. Okay, is there anything good? There is a 45% fail rate. I was going to use my 0% fail rate on speed, but I might boost my energy up to make this very low fail rate, and then just use this to get some energy back. Do I take this? I think I just use another energy item here. And I'll use a speed weight and a megaphone. And I would love to take this stam, but I don't want to use my last training 0%, so I'll just take the wit, the rainbow there. And now there's a stam turn. I can use my stamina ankle, and I don't need to use the amulet. It's 6% chance of fail. If I fail, I'm bad. I'll also use this 40% training for this turn. There we go, 55 from that. And you can see how many stats I just have at the end of the summer camp. 607 speed, 450 stamina, really good wit, decent power, kind of low, but might as well just get to this race. I see nothing I'd rather be doing. Because we're at 21 energy, which means We take the top auction, get 1 energy, and still have 1 for the last race, which is coming up next turn. Which means obviously we won't get a move down. And we got some more decent items in here. So, Rainbows, just going to race again. But first, 2 big megaphones, and this is an item you're going to want to almost always get. This is 100 energy, but a mood down. And I've been kind of unlucky where I didn't get any of the mood up items yet, but you could use those together basically in order to have obviously just a free 100 energy. Not really free, but you get what I mean. Get up to max, that is very, very helpful. You could use this turn to race, or I could use an amulet. Or I could even use my... okay. Job has been restocked. Power, energy, Horseshoe. Charming, wit level. Gut scroll, stamina scroll, amulets. I'm gonna save up a bit because this is 2 turns left. Gonna rest here. Now, can I bite this turn? I'm a bit... 1 turn. Okay, maybe I should have... maybe I should have just raced last turn and got this. Well, I'm missing out on this, which is a bit unfortunate, but, you know, shit happens. Shit happens. I'm not the greatest make-a-do chat player quite yet, but what's important is you know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. And next time we don't make that... we don't make that error again. Can we win the Kikuwa show, please? Do we have a stamina skill? Is that what it is? We'll get straight away recovery. I thought 450 would be enough. 450 normally wins me the Kikuwa show, but I suppose not. Okay, we win by 8 lengths this time. So now we have quite a bit of shop macro to do. 1 turn left. Yeah, those are gone. We're gonna want this. We're gonna want this. Am I gonna want the Scroll of Guts, or do I need to save? The returns. I'm gonna take the Guts. I'm gonna take the Guts. There aren't many other useful items in the shop right now. And what I'm also going to do is... I'm going to use a silver horseshoe on this. And that one's easy. I'm a bit worried about Tenno Show Spring. Surely get stamina by then. Now we are basically building our bank back up. Now, do I actually want to do this turn? Because I could use my energy up here. I could also wreck that turn. I think I should use this here, just to make sure I'm less likely of getting a move down here. But even if I get one, it's not a huge issue. I'd rather take this G1. Also, that one gives me a ton of fans, which is great for Narita Top Road. I get a mood down. That's okay. Do I rest here or do I recreation? I'm going to be greedy and rest here. And I get a well rested, which is nice. I'll also take I'll take the mood here. 10 power and gets in, which is fine, but if I get it right back, that's going to work out for me. Here, anything in the shop I want before it goes away. I want this. I don't really care about the wit training level. Do I want this is the question. I have two 60%. I think I take this. Just because I want to save those 60% for summer camp, and I can use this 40% for outside of summer camp turns. Just another golden hammer, so that means we could start using that on the G1s. Now, if you're really greedy, what you could do is save like 2 for the finale scenario, because there's a shop refresh and you could cope that you might get one of those horseshoes there, but I don't know. We have +2 motivation, that's fine. 2 energy. 20 race bonus. Stamina, 35. There's a lot of items here. And I think I'm definitely going to want to run this, because this will get me... This will get me enough coins to get a few of the other items before I actually run out of the... turns before they refresh again. And it's actually a race I never done in JP, so let's get this out of the way. In fact, I'm going to sit back and watch this one. If you want to skip it, go ahead on your screen. I'm going to enjoy the rest. We are already closing up on that Twin Turbo front runner, and we're actually getting paced down mode because we're still in the beginning phase of the non-overtake phase of the race. It's a bit unfortunate, but that does bode well for the rest of the race. We should pretty easily win this. We get, looks like, not Rust, we get Dueling and something else, I don't know. Here's the tail, yeah, we're equal front runners and we're before the finals, but we already won this. I just want to see if you get the Rita Brian's unique activation. You can see the animation right here. I don't actually know the conditions, I didn't read it. Hit on. Yeah, this is quite over. Oh, here it comes. She looks like, I don't want to make fun of her, that was kind of cool, but she's like aura farming a little too hard. It's like that one, you know that one anime that puts everyone to sleep, the Korean one, the, not Monster Hunter, what's it called? Seokjinwoo. For the life of me, I can't remember what it's called. But it kind of looks like she's from that show. No offense to Rita Brian fans, but this is edgy as hell. And if you notice I never told you what those, what the points do, that's because they don't matter. You should always fill up that bar by doing races. If you don't, you're literally playing the scenario wrong. And I don't know what else to say. Okay, this, there's a 60, which is good, we're going to be able to get that. These are 2 turns left, actually. I want this. I'm gonna not pick up the guts. I'm just gonna get the Speed immediately, 70, 70, 64. So I'm gonna have enough to get both of these after the next race. And they're gonna have one turn left, so I should be fine. And in addition, I have a double rainbow on speed here, so what I'm going to do is, because there's another 60 in the shop, I could use the 60 here. I use the ankle weight, and I'm trying to think, should I use the energy or should I use the 0 training failure? I think I should use the energy just because I'm at 30 already. If I was lower, then I'd use the no failure. But I'll just use this, and I'll get a nice clean 58 here. Unfortunately, I'm level 1 in my speed training, so that's why I'm getting so little for this much, but it's still a solid amount of speed, right? You'll be this is a good click in Unity in senior year too. A race. Ooh. I'm losing out on these. And 20 energy and like 42 wits. Is that worth it? No, wit isn't that important here. I'll take this. What kind of decisions you're going to be having to make? Is it more impactful for me to do a race here to get some items, or should I just do a training? Turn left, I'll take these two. And I'll take the power next turn. There's a rival here, there's a rival here. When there's a rival, I mean, you might as well just take it over the when you have scheduled. So if you don't have a rival on yours, try to check it out just in case. Got another megaphone. Is that also the 60% in the shop that I see? It is. I mean, sure, stock up on these. Grab the power first. It's gonna go away quicker. This turn. I think I should just rest. That isn't the best stam turn to click. One rainbow, one rainbow. I won't be able to get these. I don't need any of these though. I'll do the G1. Do I have a extra? I do. I have 4 of the gold ones. I forget. I could use the gold. I need to remember that. I should have used the gold first just so that it's less likely that I forget and with extra. What do we win this? Do I even... I'm kind of too scared to use the gold on the Nintendo Show Spring though. I have a bit of PTSD for that race. You get Mold Breaker, which is nice. If you know ball, you know ball. Mold Breaker lets you defog on Golden Go. Everyone thinks they're tough for that, but it's not tough. Don't run defog Kalucha. We get groundwork. Oh my god, I have a guy that loves getting groundwork. He gets it all the time. Oh, that's a good thing to hit there. Just check the shop. Then refresh. Lots of good items in there. Take these before they go away. 3 turns. These all have 6 turns, so I should be able to get these. At worst case, I avoid the stat items because I want the energy. I want the mood. I want the speed weight. I'll give myself 30 wit right here. And I'm trying to think, should I just... I have 360s. I should just use this. On my wit turn right here. You shouldn't just be hoarding your items like they're consumable potions in an RPG. You should be you should be using them because they help you win. And if you have a bunch of extras at the end, then that's just a waste. What was I gonna do? I was gonna get some skills. I just got, Beeline Burst and Presser of Curvature from one support card. JP is a little weird like that. It's a little funny. I'm not to use my Horseshoe on the Tenno Show Spring. I'm too scared. Even though I have 600 stam and a straightaway stam skill. I get the win though. Because you never, sometimes there's like a Super Creek, she gets her swinging maestro, she gets her ults, and then she has so much more stam than you, she just wins. So many good items, so many good items. I have a lot of mood items, so I might just raw dog try to do 5 in a row before summer. I'm not sure that's a good play. 3 turns left for these. I'll take this. Stamina weight, do I have one? I don't. I want a stam weight for sure. This is the most important though. And I'll use this on the Victoria Mile here. I should win the Victoria Mile. I have so many good skills. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting insane items right now. This end of the row is looking great. Don't get Speed Star, whatever. These will be in the shop for 2 more turns. And these will be in 3 more turns. So I could do 1 more race and have 100 more. I have 149 right now. Ooh, this is looking a bit tough. I want the stamina weights. I have 3 of these amulets and a bitter juice. So I don't think I pick this amulets. I'm gonna get the speed. I get the energy. And then I will have 109 next turn, so I should get the sweet cupcake and then something under 50. That's gonna go away. Control the 3 turn items. Something under. I could either get the speed or the energy. I think I'll get this the plus 15 speed to be honest. Instead of the good health amulet, just because I have so many. This is also not a good turn. I don't have enough excess whistles though to waste here. So I really am considering. I'm gonna do it. Okay, we ball. No, if shit starts happening, I could always skip the. Yasudakinen. We're not gonna watch this one. I watched my 1 race for the day. I know Brian's gonna win. She's the GOAT. I bring a sort of fuck it, we evolve vibe that others don't seem to like. I mean, how much can it hurt us? I don't think it's too bad because we have a Cure All and we also have a +2 boot item. We get this before it goes away. We're gonna get this because we're gonna need that. And by the way, there are +1 motivation items. I've just been a little bit unlucky or possibly lucky depending on how you look at it. And got the +2 ones. Doing this, now let's see if we can do the next race too, or if we're starting to get into that really bad territory. Another amulet, it's taunting me with these. Gotta boot up though, so we're still at the... Oh, we can do another. Brian, you got this. I'm sorry for putting you through all of this. But you can take it. You're strong. Stand proud. This is another good health amulet. I don't need this. I'll get the lid. Okay, and we'll do one more race right here. This is actually a pretty good run towards the end. The beginning was whatever, kind of box standard. This beginning of senior year, the late of classic year, was just amazing. I hope we could keep that up. A little foreshadowing for how it all goes downhill. And another boot down, that's fine. That is fine, I'll take another one of these. I keep forgetting to use them. And I'll take this. I'll take this. And these are going to wait, but we'll have enough turns, I think, to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have enough turns to get a few of these items. We don't put... maybe I should have kept them. Maybe I should have gotten another second speed weight. I may have thrown. We're going to do a stam here, though. We're going to use this for extra motivation. You can use the bootcamp megaphone. We're going to use stamina echo weight. We're going to use the training fail 0. And this is just what's great about the training fail 0 is this is a lot more cost efficient than the energy items. And you're basically spending 0 energy too if you're already like at 0. A ton of stand for that. The turn, so I'm considering doing a race actually. I was going to say I use a reset whistle, but I think I'll do a race just so that I get enough coins to get another speedway. Normally don't want to race in summer, but of course there are exceptions like this. There's a lot of good items in the shop, you know, you could get some coins from it. So, and we got that +1 mood cupcake there. 18. We're kind of on par with our speed, but we can. Or we do this. We'll do this because we'll be able to buy one more, and we'll do this. Oh, the question is, should I buy 2? And I think the answer is yes, I should buy 2. But there are 4 turns left. I could save one more and get some of the 1 turn left in the items. Or at least, I have one more cupcake. I don't need this right away. I'll get the speed. I'll get the power, just so that I have these stats right away. And, yep, just going to take this. What turn? I think I'm going to use it just to show it off, because I haven't used it yet. And I just got nothing out of it. Okay. Well, I'll use this. I'm trying to think, do I use the speed ankle here? Yeah, I mean, 27's pretty good. I have a lot of training effectiveness because of these 3. It's basically the same as a rainbow. So pay attention to that. Just don't only pay attention to rainbows. And look at this. And that is just amazing. I get my stuff back. 1 turns. Yeah, these 2 are going to go away. That's okay with me, though. I have more important things on the horizon. Including remembering to use my silver horseshoe on these 2 ones. Because it's always a bit sad having those left over. It's not like the biggest deal if you waste that. You're wasting like, what, 30 coins? That's not game ending, but... Can't megaphone. I suppose I'm not going to get it right away, but maybe I'd rather just get this energy. Because this is also a great chance to use the energy. just to do one more race. I should have checked this first, but it's not great. Let's do a race. And you can just see how much, if you get like this sort of shot block, how much you can just ignore your energy and just manage it this way. We get another bitter drink, which is good. Sure. Get a stam turn. Sure. Who can't megaphone? You have one in the shop, right? Pursue hammer. Got one of these. I'll get it. I'll get it, just because the finale's coming up. 6 turns on those. I could save on those a bit. I want you. I'll get the power soon. And I'll probably... use one here. Do I? I'm trying to think. Or do I just... I'll definitely use an amulet. I'll use an amulet for sure. I'm just trying to think. I have the 20%. I think I'll save it for the finale. Or will I? I'm gonna use it. Whatever. As long as they save one for that really great speed turn, that's fine. Well, at this point, if this is global and there's no speed, there's no cap increase, then you're not going to care about... This is going to be enough speed anyway. And you could focus on stamina power for here. But let's go ahead and use... Let's use this first. And let's also use this. Let's use it right away. Do I have... I have one. So I'm not going to fix my mood immediately just because I might get it from the reporter. And then I'll be able to make better use out of this one. Which I probably am going to buy next turn. I get the boot up. It's nice. I guess it's not from the reporter, you just get it. But it's the same as the reporter event, basically. You get fans, you get mood up. Now, let's buy some of these stats. Royal Bitter Juice. Great. Rings of Power. We're going to save up a bit because this next turn we'll want to... Ooh! This is better. This is better. This is worth the bootcamp megaphone. That's why you check your trainings. Look at this. Plus 48 over the cap, too. And if you didn't know, going over the cap in JP, or if we get it in global, it's going to be half as effective, so. Another gold horseshoe. So we will have an extra horseshoe, unfortunately. I forgot to use it on this one. If I use my silver horseshoe on that one, it'd be perfect. Let's see, these are going away. I want a speed ankle. I want a stamina ankle. I kind of want energy, but I want this more. And I'm trying to think of what I do this turn. I could again go for the 4 race or 5 races. No, this would be 3 races. I'm gonna just go for a race. Because there's no good trainings this turn. And I'm fine doing 3 races. I have a cupcake, which is +2. Which means if I lose one this turn and then use my bitter juice, or if I lose one next turn, use my bitter juice after that, the +2 will still get me back up to great mood. Only problem is if I get the skin outbreak and it immediately drops my mood. But that wouldn't happen. Not quite worth it. 2 turns left on these. I should have used my silver hammer on that. I don't care. Whatever. You forget things. Boot camp. For sure. Did I just screw up? I just screwed up. I should have bought the gold one. But, I mean, plus 15%. Whatever. I should have bought the gold one here, I guess, and save the silver one, but this is less wasteful. I'm not sure if this is better or not. We'll do this, we use the bitter juice and the cupcake. Next turn, we'll be able to get our 3 nice trainings out. Their energy items. Shop is restocked. We have nothing. 1 turn left on this. We'll get you. We'll get you. See, I just got a bunch of Horseshoe Hammers in the shop reset, of course. That's always what happens. We'll get you. Actually, we could... we don't get more coins from that URA, I believe. Or do we? I'm trying to think of, should I get this second ankle weight? I don't care. I won't get the second ankle weight because we don't have above 1200 in global yet. We'll just pretend that this is just 1200. We use the bitter juice and the cupcake. We'll also use the whistle. See where it is. It's on speed. It's just 1 rainbow. I think I'm going to use the... No, I'll have 2 turns after this. This turn, I'm just going to click it. Climax race, don't forget to use these on these races. Okay. You can forget the other races. Like, I lost 15% race bonus on 1 race. It's fine. Don't forget it for these ones. These ones give you a lot of skill points and stats. And if I wanted to go for high score, I'd probably use a power card just because speed, power, stam. Very decent thing to try to stack up. I'm getting bad trainings here, of course. I think I'll use the stam weights. This turn and just click it. I'll save the boot camp and the speed for next turn. Well, I keep looking through here to the skills, thinking it's the shop or the items that I have. And, oh, actually, yeah, the cap is... Why is the cap so so low for Make a New Track? I guess it's slower in Make a New Track. I don't really know how this works. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe you're screaming at me from behind the screen. Let's activate all of our superior technology. And we'll hit either the stam or the power. Hit the stam. Alright, keep hitting the skills with our final hammer. I don't know if we're going to get stack cap increases for the next scenario or not. Maybe we will, maybe we don't. It depends on how they do it too. I believe the first time they did it, it was smaller stat cap increases like this to this based on your inspirations. I'm not really sure. But I'll just go ahead and, you know, get some skills for the rating. Stopping me. Peak ferocity. This is the scenario skill. Grab a green. I can't. Go ahead and finish this up. And we get an SS rank with this kind of a deck. It might be a bit above average compared to your global decks. I'm not quite sure. It's something. Get a bunch of stats. Sure. I'm not going to bother you with these rerolling. And yeah, this is how it is. We got so many skill points by the end. I think it's like triple at least Unity Cup. This is Unity Cup. You could get 3 gold skills with this many white skills. And this is just 3 more gold skills. This is insane. And that will be a really good Unity Cup run too, to get all of this in terms of skills. And the stats really high too. Yeah, if you have a really good deck, you could definitely hit UG pretty easily. You might even see higher U rankings from the top whales. So that's it. That's all to see and make a new track. I hope you learn something when you go into it. You know, that's not that horrible. It's going to be kind of chill if you know what you're doing. You just have to be aware of what you're doing and not, you know, accidentally forget about something and throw away the run like I did. I'd throw away the whole run, but I would have gotten a bit more stats, right? It'll definitely feel bad when you bring your ace and you're missing out on some stuff. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching.